In the heart of the early 20th century, as explorers braved uncharted territories and ventured into the wild unknown, one expedition captured the imagination of the world, and later laid the groundwork for one of cinema's most iconic monsters. The story of King Kong, a giant ape who terrorizes New York City, is often seen as a product of pure imagination. I mean, the movie does feature a giant ape fighting a dinosaur and scaling a skyscraper, and they use special effects to transport audiences at the time to a different world they couldn't imagine. But beneath the surface lies a real expedition that fed the creative fires of King Kong. According to reports, a 1926 expedition to the East Indies, funded by the American Museum of Natural History, planted the seeds for King Kong. The adventure, led by museum trustee William Douglas Burden, set off with the goal of recording footage of Komodo dragons and bringing specimens back to the US for the first time. Other intrepid explorers had already confirmed the existence in the East Indies of these giant lizards, yet none of these animals had ever been brought to the West alive. William Douglas Burden set sail with a team of adventurers that included his wife, a hunter, a herpetologist, and a cameraman. The explorers ended up bringing over 2 live Komodo dragons and other dead ones that were killed during the expedition that are actually still on display in the Bronx Zoo. When the expedition came back with the Komodo dragons, New York was abuzz. Tens of thousands of spectators wanted to see the living dinosaurs in person. In a pre-King Kong world, this exhibit was the closest people could get to seeing a monster with their own eyes. The adventure itself was also filmed, which was a huge hit for people getting to watch a real-life hunting expedition in a foreign land. It turned out the head of the expedition, William Burden, was good friends with filmmaker Marion C. Cooper. Cooper claimed that he originally had a dream about a giant ape attacking New York City, and when he heard of Burden's adventure, it reportedly inspired him to combine the two events to create a movie. Cooper began writing his film in 1929, where he originally thought of having the giant gorilla fight a Komodo dragon to pay homage to his friend. But Cooper found that the technique of the interlacing that he wanted to use would not provide realistic results, so he changed it to a dinosaur. The movie's plot has a lot of similarities to the original adventure. A team of explorers capture a mysterious monster from a remote island and turn it into a tourist attraction in New York City. It is also rumored that the adventure helped give Cooper the name King Kong because he liked how the hard K sounded in Komodo. Cooper officially pitched the idea for King Kong in December 1931. Shortly after, he began to seek actors and build full-scale sets, although the screenplay was not yet completed until 1932. The film was a huge box office hit, becoming one of the most iconic films in history. In 1975, Kong was named one of the 50 best American films of all time by the American Film Institute. The film's stop-motion effects by Willis H. O'Brien revolutionized special effects, leaving a lasting impact on the film industry worldwide, and inspired other genre films such as Mighty Joe Young, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and Jurassic Park. The film was also one of the biggest inspirations for Godzilla, with the creator of Godzilla stating, "I felt like doing something big. That was my motivation. I thought of different ideas, I like monster movies, and I was influenced by King Kong." Yet, with King Kong's enduring legacy and the colossal impression he has left on pop culture, it is fascinating to realize that this legendary story was inspired by a real-life adventure, one that explored the mysterious world of Komodo dragons. So next time you watch Kong climb the Empire State Building, or roam the streets of New York, or even fight a glowing dinosaur with an axe, remember that the true adventure behind his creation was rooted in the wonders of our real world.